What is going on, YouTube? It is Wednesday night. We're going to take a look at LITECOIN, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We're going to see how things are looking. It looks like the market is trying to recover. It looks like Ethereum's trying to pick up. It looks like LITECOIN might be trying to pick up a little bit. So I actually just transferred the rest of my money back into Ethereum, so I'm all in on Ethereum, and I've then since transferred it out of Coinbase, so I won't be stupid anymore and convert it. So I've got it onto a wallet where it's kind of just a storage wallet on my phone where I can't spend it. So I've just now put it in storage, so I won't do anything stupid else. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode. It's number 5 is LITECOIN, of course. You got a market cap of 4.586 billion. We're at 72.71. We're down 1.61%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And we started out the day at about 73.85. Then we kind of retraced to about 72.31. Then down to about 70. Looks like 70.73 so far is going to be your low. Let me see if it's any lower back here. No, 70.73 is going to be your low so far. And your high is going to be 74.01. So it looks like LITECOIN is trying to retrace back up again. It looks like it's trying to gain momentum. And it looks like your top blue chip tokens are trying to... Your coins are trying to gain momentum again. I believe we've just been kind of in a downtrend, but don't panic. You know, that's why I got my coins off Coinbase where I can't spend them, because I myself tend to panic. You know, I panic sell, then I have seller's remorse, and then I just end up costing myself some more money. So what I did was I put it into a wallet where, you know, I cannot, sorry about that. I put it into a wallet where it cannot easily be, got to by me. I have to think about what I'm doing before I do it. So, if you're impulsive like me, and every time it looks like it's going to go down a little bit, what my suggestion would be to try to find a link. I think it's called Loomis, what I use. I'll have to look it up again just to make sure. But, put it into a wallet where you can't spend it or you can't convert it. Because with Coinbase, you can convert. And it's too easy. It's too much temptation where like, I can convert this, I can convert that. And before you know it, you've converted so many times, you've pretty much spent your whole entire money. So I've taken it offline, or at least off of Coinbase where I can spend it. So now I will have the money, and now I'll have to definitely think about it before I'm ready to spend it. But anyway, LITECOIN I think it's going to recover. I think you're going to see another few days of consolidation, but I do believe you're going to start trading sideways. I'm hoping that the downward trend is pretty much done. I'm thinking we've pretty much hit a bottom. I think 70 is going to be your bottom. I think low end, it's probably going to be about 68, 69, given another pullback. But I don't see LITECOIN falling any lower than that. I don't think, at first I thought, this is going to be another 2018. This is going to be where everything just plummets to nothing. But I think we're going to start retracing back up again. We've just been, you got to remember, back in June, we had a pretty big month. A lot of the coins, including LITECOIN went to $140. So now we're kind of having to pay the piper. Now it's kind of correcting. Now it's kind of consolidating. But we're going to start going back up. We'll start creeping back up again. So it's really not the time to panic yet. I mean, we're only down 1%. So, it's 1 point something percent. So it's not like it's down 25%. Then you'd have a lot to worry about. But for me, I think you're still going to be over 100 again toward the end of the summer, maybe 125. So as soon as I possibly can, I intend on buying another full LITECOIN. Maybe if I make some profit off of Ethereum, then yeah, that'd be great. But, we'll see what happens. But LITECOIN's looking pretty good now. Let's move on to the next one, which is Ethereum. Ethereum is number 2. You got a market cap of 20.10 billion. And right now you're at 100 and we're at 186.28. We're down 1.58%. Not that big of a deal. Let's take a look at that 24-hour chart. And for Ethereum, it looks like you started out your day at about 189.28. Kind of ping-ponged a little bit here. Then you fell all the way to about 183.19, which would have been a good entry point. Then you kind of went back up to 184.53, 185. See, it's steadily going to 186, 184. And right around here, you went all the way back to 188. So it's trying to creep back up again. It's just facing a lot of pressure. I'd say 188 to 189 right now is going to be your, that's the pressure you're having right now. That's your resistance. Your resistance is 189. For Ethereum, we need to get back to 190. We need to crack 190. I think we need to try to maybe hold 190 for a couple of days, start building volume. And I think once you start building that volume is the key. Once you start building that volume, you can get out of this area, you can get out of this zone you're in right now, because you're just kind of in a stagnation right now. But once you get out of that, you're going to start building, you're going to really start building a lot of buying pressure. Once you start building that buying pressure, then your price will start moving up. That's when you can, I plan on transferring my Ethereum back to Coinbase. Once we start hitting the 220 area, 235, 240, once we start hitting that, I think I got in around, I converted. So converting and actually buying in, I had LITECOIN and I converted into Ethereum. So it's kind of harder to actually know how much you got into it, but I got into around the 185 level. 185 is about where I got in, both times that I've sent it over. So now I'm just about at a full Ethereum now. And once it hits to about the 220 to 230 level, then I'll start thinking about transferring it over to Coinbase to collect profits. But right now I'm just going to hold it in my wallet so that way if it drops tomorrow $4 or $5, I don't freak out and don't panic sell and lose even more money. Because I got to remember my own sayings. I don't lose out unless I sell. I'm always preaching you guys that, so I got to kind of remember that myself. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to start building support around the 185 to the 188 level. We're going to start creeping back up again. We're going to touch 190. I think once we hit 190, we need to start building that support. And once you start building it to support, I think you're going to get to 195, then 200. Once we crack 200, 200 right now seems to be a mental barrier for Ethereum. Once we get that 200 barrier broken, I think that's when Ethereum is going to really take off. I think that's when we're going to start. Once you pass that 220, it's going to be, I think we'll be in the clear. We're just kind of in a bear market right now, but we will break out of it. I don't think it's going to be another 2018 again. There's a possibility it could be, but I don't really believe that's going to happen. So Ethereum's looking good. Like I said, I think the Ethereum's going to be back to 300 toward the end of the summer. Now, will it retain 300? I don't know, but I know it will at least touch 300 by the end of the summer, maybe even by the end of the year. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is your number one crypto, and you got a market cap of 179 trillion. We're at 10,018.44, so we've got back above. We've been around 9,000 all day today, 9,900 the level. And we've cracked 10,000, so that's another mental barrier. We need to start keeping above 10,000. Once we start keeping above 10,000, I think that'll make people feel a lot more confident. They'll want to, money will start going back into the exchanges. Things will be a lot better. So like I said, 10,018.44. We're down 2.53%. Let's take a look at your 24-hour. And your 24-hour started out the day at about 10,247.32. Kind of ping-ponged a little bit. 10,061, 261. I think actually, 10,000. I think right around here is going to be your high for today for Bitcoin. So 10,280.93 is going to be your high for today. And I think 9,851. Yeah, 9,851 is going to be your low. No, wait a minute. 9,833 is going to be your low. So before I felt comfortable about going all in on Bitcoin, like spending a crap ton of money, I would like to see, I would give Bitcoin another day or two to see if it's going to pull back a little bit further. And if it were to pull back to say 9,500 again, maybe 9,400, maybe 9,200, I'd feel pretty comfortable about getting in then. But remember what I've always told you, diversify your portfolio, because if you diversify your portfolio, you know, it'll just look a lot better. And, you know, some coins some days might do better than others. So, you know, you'll always be ahead. Diversification is the key. Just always remember that. But this is Wednesday night. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and do an overall market cap, and then we'll call it a night. Overall, your total market cap is 280 billion, and you got a total 24-hour volume of 59 billion, and a Bitcoin dominance of about 68.8%. Well, guys, it is Wednesday night. Crypto Vision signing off. Remember, don't panic. We're not going to have another 2018 meltdown again. It's just a little bit of a downtrend. We're going to break out of it. Everything's going to be fine. It'll be green again, and we'll completely forget all about this. So anyway, guys, peace out. Please share, and please smash that subscribe. Peace out.